Hello, everyone, and thank you for being here today. I know it's a big day for all of us. My name is Sayyid Muhammad Musa Rizvi. I am a postgraduate student of cardiothoracic surgery, and we are all graduating today. I welcome you all here, and peace be upon you all. Respected Dean, professors, proud parents, cherished friends, and most importantly, my fellow doctors. Today is a big day for us all, and I want to start my speech by sharing a story of my life. I was working in a government hospital. It was around 5 p.m. I was standing at an emergency room reception counter, buried under a wave of fatigue, and after 10 hours of duty. The hospital was in full swing, peak rush hours. Yes, hospitals have rush hours too, and occasionally a few precious, calm moments. I was surrounded by anxious attendants, each pleading for answers and updates on their patients. And then chaos. From the main entrance, a stretcher came rushing towards me, accompanied by muffled, urgent cries. And as it got closer, the scene came into focus. A young boy, barely in his early teens, lay there with a visible head injury as a result of a road traffic accident. The muffled cries, they were the wailing of his mother, asking to save his son. Despite the chaos, he was conscious. I performed the standard trauma assessment and ordered a set of routine investigations under the established head injury protocol, including a CT scan. Everything came back normal. Ordinarily, I would have prescribed some medicine for the night and advised them to return to the outpatient clinic in the next morning, but something just didn't sit right. Call it an instinct, call it fatigue-induced paranoia. Whatever it was, I decided to examine him again. This time, he seemed slightly dizzy, nothing dramatic, just a subtle change. The CT room was overwhelmed with patients, but I made a decision. I sent him back for a repeat scan. And that's when we found it, an epidural hematoma in its early critical stages. He was rushed to the neurosurgery immediately. That decision saved his life. Hours passed. Around 4 a.m. at night, I collapsed into a chair, utterly spent, praying my shift would end soon so I would finally go and hug my bed. Then a woman entered the ER, quietly asked for me and walked over. It was his mother. She looked me in the eye and said something I will never forget. There are hundreds of doctors in this hospital, but I thank God that it was you who received us that day. That moment changed me in a way I find difficult to put in words. Because this wasn't an extraordinary diagnosis, it wasn't groundbreaking medicine. It was a case like dozens that we see daily. But it reminded me of two things which I want to leave with you today, especially those of you stepping into your professional lives after graduation. First, never underestimate the value of going an extra mile for your patients, even when you are exhausted, especially when you are exhausted. And the second, the smallest decisions, the stroke of your pen, the ordering of one more test can mean everything to someone in their most vulnerable moment. We often measure our success in grades, titles, or published papers, but sometimes it's measured in quiet gratitude of a mother at 4 a.m. in the morning. And that, my friend, is the real weight of this white coat. So let us be doctors who listen more than we speak, who treat not just disease, but the human being. As Maya Angelou said, people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And that's the hope we carry forward. Not just knowledge, but our presence. Let's be the kind of graduates who make others feel seen, safe, and inspired. Because the world doesn't need more perfect people, it needs more real people. Today we stand at the edge of two worlds. One that we have already survived, and one that we are about to serve. Today we don't just graduate, we rise with a purpose. Whether you are graduating with a bachelor's or master's today, this moment is a milestone. You came here from different countries, different disciplines, and different walks of life, but one thing united us all: purpose. The purpose to contribute, to discover, to heal, and to lead. Here we are today, not just wearing gowns, but wearing courage. But for us postgraduates, this just isn't a ceremony. This degree isn't just a qualification. It's a testimony of every 2 a.m. shift, every failed experiment that taught us more than success ever could, and every moment we questioned ourselves. But we never gave up. It's the culmination of years of sacrifice, of late-night data analysis, long hours in hospitals, and weekends lost to literature reviews and critical appraisals. We have tried to memorize research protocols, methods, critical appraisals, and living in a foreign country, all while wondering how to balance career goal, personal life, and sometimes our mental health. We have survived years. We have performed extra unnecessary data analysis just to get approvals from our supervisors. We'd spent days without hearing any feedbacks and losing our sleeps over the overthinking in steps of our research methods. We have sacrificed our mental health, physical health, trying to write the best thesis while still ending up making endless corrections and revised versions of it. Believe me, I still have a file named thesis final version 5.2 in my laptop. We endured all of it. We are still standing. Because this is who we are, not perfect, but persistent. Not always confident, but constantly committed. This is because we all kept showing up every day and every time. Remember, we did not come this far to only come this far. Today is not just a ceremony, it's a declaration that we made it. Through academic battles, identity crisis, deadlines that felt like doom days, and yet we are here, standing proud, degrees in hand, and heart full of hope. Remember the nights where the only light in my room was the glow of my laptop screen, and there were days when the imposter syndrome whispered, "Are you good enough, or is it worth it?" But then I remember the words of a great man. He said, "Your value is what you make of yourself, not what your grades say, not what society expects, but what you believe you are capable of becoming." And I will tell you something. We are capable of becoming something great. And some of us are heading into medicine, some into business, and some other walks of life. Wherever you are headed, go all in. Go with your full heart, and never forget who you are beneath the degree. And don't fear uncertainty, because the ship is always safe at shore, but that is not what it is built for. Neither were you. So as you leave this shore today and embark on a journey ahead, make it as memorable and as beautiful as yourself. We will soon leave here with titles, but let's never forget, it's not a title, it's a promise. A promise to show up when others step back, a promise to listen when others stay silent, a promise to care even when we are exhausted, because the person in front of us needs us to be strong. We now carry the weight of responsibility, not just to diagnose, but to listen, not just to treat, but to care. In a world where patients Google symptoms before seeing us, our job is not just to give answers, but to bring reassurance and clarity. To our families here, thank you for standing by us through breakdowns, burnouts, and broken bones. Our professors, thank you for guiding us, and thank you for shaping our minds. Our colleagues, who thank you for your shared laughter, tears, emotional rants, moral support, memes, and nods that saved us before exams. Be fearless in pursuit of what sets your soul on fire, whether you are publishing research, building a business, or just trying to find the nearest job. Keep showing up. And remember, a master's degree doesn't mean you have all the answers. It just means that you have learned how to ask better questions. Your remedy is within you, but you do not sense it. Your sickness is from you, but you do not perceive it. That means everything you need to change your life or someone else's life is already inside you. Just trust it, use it, and if in doubt, remember that no one really knows what they are doing right after graduation. They just walk like they do. So walk tall, my friends. You earned this walk with your passion, your compassion, your hard work, sweat, blood, and honor. And let us remember not to chase only titles, but the truth. Not just income, but impact. Not just success, but significance. Today, we are also grateful for Chongqing Medical University that gave us hope and became a second home for us. To the teachers who taught us and guided us and prepared us for the future. To the College of International Education, who not only just arranged events and activities for us to feel more connected to our culture in foreign country, but also made us experience the Chinese culture from close. In the last, let me say this, that this degree is not just a piece of paper, it is a witness to your resilience, your sacrifice, and your refusal to give up. And yes, let me tell everyone watching this today, in the future, everyone who questioned us during this journey, that you wanted to know what we will do if we never win. And I guess we will never know. So class of 2025, wear your graduation gowns and white coats not as armor but as light, a light that guides others and brings hope. Congratulations, doctors. The world is in desperate need of compassionate minds and like hearts. Let's be both. As we toss our caps in the air today, let us throw away fear, self-doubt, and every voice that said, you can't, because you just did. May your life always be happy and full of memories, and your patients always remember you for your kindness and compassion. And may your research endeavors in the future get quick approvals. Congratulations, class of 2025. We are not just the future, we are the present as well. And we are here. Thank you so much.